moon and ghost's wake, a secret place, lost within the clouds. Well, this looks like a nice
Of all
place.
the sites I travelled to with the robot, most of them seemed lost, abandoned. But this one felt like it had been hidden.
How much further? Not far, mistress. The path turns here. The lanterns are all still burning, Six. Are there people here? There is only one living person on this moon, mistress. You. Trees. Lots of them. Growing from fissures in the rock, mistress. The roots will eventually split the slope below us. This whole site will subside. But someone planted them here. Perhaps. More likely a seed was scattered by the wind and took root by chance. There's something etched on this one. I could still change my mind, but death will deceive you? But I've no idea what it means. It feels like a warning. That's a good sign, Six. There's something here to find. What should we expect? I lack evidence, mistress. Oh, there's a convenient slope for you to go up. Waters above. This could have been built yesterday. There's something worked into the stone. Beneath the ivy. Oh, Lord. Bless the moons. I don't stand a chance of working that out. Okay, I don't have enough words for that. Kinda thought that might be the case. We can slip around this way, I think. I'm most certain we cannot. You don't think you can make it? If I were to topple, mistress, it's not as though I could grab onto something to save myself. There must be another way in. There was the gate, mistress. Yes, a gate. Probably doesn't open. From this side. Some kind of courtyard. A horned statue? An ancient goddess guarding her space. Is this place a temple? I believe so, mistress. There's a hopper eye inside the courtyard. If I may? Go ahead. Please wait, mistress.
The wind died.
We're intact? I believe so, mistress.
The smell of flowers flooded the misty air.
Strange layout for a temple. No shrines, no priest quarters. It's because it's not a temple, it's somebody's house. Probably. So what is this place? There's a high diversity in the plants and flowers. I would suggest some kind of botanical garden. So this is some kind of devotional garden. A monastery rather than a temple, maybe. I wonder who she is. She seems sad. I do not see any inscriptions to tell us. She's weeping. And beckoning. I suppose anyone who came here would have known who she was. Some kind of temple to the horned goddess. But I wonder what the connection to the hideout moon was. Did this gate ever open? There are no hinges. Ah! There's something here. A dented brass telescope. Dating from ancient times? Look at the craftsmanship. Such tiny details worked in. The casing has been decorated with glyphs, mistress. Sail fast and free and never stop. That will do for now. I don't think we've seen anything like this dented telescope before. That suggests I think this originates from somewhere I never knew existed. This whole place is incredible. It's perfect. I would calculate it is more than 1,500 years old. Awesome. Look at that. It must be ancient. I would estimate it to be nearly 500 years old, mistress. The site must have already existed by that time. An intact Empire site, Styx. Everything on Iox was rebuilt after the fall. But this place was never destroyed. We must assume it was never found. You said this place was thousands of years old. I was wrong, mistress. I was guessing. But I believe the statue is thousands of years old all the same. Older than the rest of the site, if you like. But if this is a Holy Empire site, the ancient gods shouldn't be here at all. Locked. There might be a key somewhere here. That is a ridiculous idea, mistress. Why would anyone lock a door if they intended to leave the key lying around nearby? Perhaps they were absent-minded. Mistress Breely, I do not wish to have to report this kind of nonsense to Professor Miari. This one's definitely stuck. A tree has demolished the corridor beyond. Same fate will eventually overtake this place, mistress. Or perhaps we could finish our explorations before that happens? Who would have come here? Guests of the Emperor? Family? The Emperor themselves? Maintaining this place must have required considerable effort. No sign of Renba, though. Most likely he didn't find this place. This must have been a stray seed once, nothing more. Now look at it. It'll bring the whole place down in the end. The tree is a creature like any other, mistress, slow but ultimately self-interested. If this moon was built during the Empire, but the statue was carved in ancient times, like the one on Maerzy, then perhaps the garden was built around the goddess herself. Also, if this tree grew, who stuck lanterns on it? So there's that way. There's something under the ivy here. Oh, look. Matches the brooch. That's the eagle and sun. And there's another inscription along the edge of the design. Oh dear. Honesty demands your heart? No clues there. Yeah, I have no idea what that one is. We shall keep on the search. This is the bridge we saw from below. Mistress, a warning. I believe the running water has compromised the stonework of the bridge. Compromised? It feels solid to me. Is there another way across the water? Perhaps. We have not yet thoroughly explored. I'm sure it'll be fine. This bridge has been here a long time. Mistress, I can only tell you the statistics based on the actual wear of the masonry. I cannot compensate for optimism. Oh yeah, it's all that happening. By the waters. You are in one piece, mistress? I'm intact. Which is more than can be said for the bridge. How did that happen anyway? The constant action of water is highly destructive, mistress. It ruptures stone as truly as it ruptures the aging neurons within your own brain. I don't think I can jump back. I'm still breathless. This moon has plenty of oxygen. Take your time to recover. I actually would think I could make that, but let's not try the jump. Wait for me, Six. Mistress? If I cannot reach you, I cannot hopper you to safety. Typical human.
Stone markers huddled together, whispering nasty things about me.
Shrines, like the one behind the hermitage on the moon near Maercy. I've got my breath back, at least. There's so many of these markers. Marking what? This might have once been inscribed, but it's been worn smooth. It's so quiet. More than usual. This one's in better condition. Still legibly carved. I'll have to try again some other time. Six might know what to make of all this. But robots can't jump. So setting. Either someone was making preparations when this place was abandoned, or the shrine that stood there was removed. Well, it seems clear no one ever lived here. It's definitely not a temple. So why go through so much trouble to build all this? Locked. Anyways, Six wouldn't want me to go that way. There's nothing but sky down there. This one isn't carved at all. But there's something inside the niche at the front. A splintered amulet of crystal. Looks like it dates from the Eoxian Empire. Look there. It's small, but there's an eagle and sun motif. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription on the pendant. Most likely, this comes from the same place as the square of foil. The one I found on Maercy. This should help us locate the site. There are niches in all of these markers. They're empty. Looted, or left that way. Or stuck, maybe. This one's worn smooth. How about this one? Ah, the inscription on this one is readable. Maybe. And does go quickly and return make sense? Is this a ward against a curse? Does this place stand against some darkness? Are they grave markers? Nothing on this one. And there's more water here than I've ever seen. Enough water for Elbereth 3 times over. There's only a way to transport water. More markings here. Once heart stops, idea may go on. it's not terrible. This one seems to be made of older stone than the others. It also has an additional piece. And there's something up here. A hoop of metal. I wonder if there was once one of these on top of the shrine we found in the last Emperor's hideout in the Cyclones. Heavy, but perhaps not as heavy as I had expected. There are symbols inscribed on the inside curve. Strong Emperor. But this thing isn't a crown. Still, I feel sure I've seen something like this before somewhere. We might be able to trace where it's from. They don't look very safe anymore. Smooth. This one's set apart from the others, and it's inscribed. I wonder what it means. Every time I think I've got the hang of ancient, there's always more I don't understand. Six would not like to see me up here. And by the waters. The air must be getting thinner.
The wind was strong up here. It wanted to grab you by the waist and chuck you down the cliff.
Oh, the bar slowly builds back up. Emperors must have stood here, gazing across the nebula, tracing every stream like the lines on a palm. How much more of the nebula is like this? These two seem to be in better condition than those below. The stone hasn't worn so much up here. Ouch! What was that? Some kind of static charge? But it's a rock, isn't it? I wonder. Nothing. A pity. I feel like that should have done something. Six would know. There's no way Six can jump that bridge. Maybe there's another way around. Let's not touch the marker again. That freaking hurt. I don't know what I'm hoping for here. Nothing. This one's a rock, just like the others. Let's see if we have any more luck with this. And then... by the goddess and all her fingers. Have I been asleep? It spoke with the voice of a child. That's right. You've been asleep. Don't be scared. Everything will be alright.
I can't see you. It's so very dark. Why can't I see you?
Tell me your name.
You don't know my name? I will have you killed.
Just tell me who you are.
My name is Kaya. I can't feel my legs.
Tell me where you think you are, Kaya.
The orangery, of course. Where's Alpha? She screamed.
The orangery?
Above the Withering Palace, of course.
So this is the Withering Palace?
I don't know. It's so dark. I don't know. Have I been asleep?
The power's gone. Take the foil back then. I'll be careful with you, I promise. I wonder what Huang would make of her. What was that thing? Recording of some kind? Six would probably know. I better find Six. Tell the robot I met its sister. Nothing. Just a rock. Mistress. There you are, mistress. I was able to manipulate the hopper once more to cross the broken bridge. In other words, here I am. Six, I spoke to a ghost. I put the soup I found on a plinth, buzzing with static, and a face appeared. It spoke to me. Curious. What did it say? It was scared. A recording, presumably. Much as Professor Miari might send you a recording of herself to converse with. Recordings are responsive, as you know, but fixed in manner. They are broad, but not deep. That is their nature. You have acquired 3 ancient artifacts here. We also have located one new location of interest, the Withering Palace. Perhaps we should return to that ship now, mistress. Soon, but not yet. But I spoke to it. It spoke back. You are surprised, mistress. Tell me, right now, who do you believe yourself to be talking to? There is no one here but you. No, you're different. You're intelligent. You respond. I do not understand robot minds, mistress, despite being equipped with one. But Master Renba once described a robot as a mirror. Its reflection will vary as it is shifted, and yet the mirror contains nothing. The shrine outside the hermitage on the moon near Mayersea. It was just like these, I suppose. And just like these, it had run out of power. That seems likely, mistress. Who do you think she was? The ghost in the shrine. I do not know, mistress. But I cannot imagine most people were recorded this way. So the ghost was royalty? There's an old Elabrathian story about a boy who gets washed into the rivers. He drowns, of course, then comes back as a fish. I've always said Elbereth is a terrible place, mistress. I was talking to the voice of a dead emperor. Indeed. Old emperors to advise new ones. Immortality, of a kind. And this whole place, Six, it must have once been filled with voices like Kaya's. A head atop every shrine, all talking, arguing, laughing. This place was a haven. Butterflies, mistress. Butterflies? Pinned to a board, still flapping, until they bleed dry and turn to dust. This place is foul, and I want to operate the hopper. All right. Time to go. Thank you, mistress. I wanted to explore the other way, but I don't think I can get back across that. And so we left the surface of the Emperor's graveyard. With enough new evidence to find an undiscovered site, the Withering Palace. Who do you think 6 really is? A curious place, mistress. But the real question is the Withering Palace. The voice in the statue mentioned it. The voice told you something. Most interesting. Mayeko is gone. Oh no. Alright, let's start sailing. I will ready the tackle, mistress.